Right, evening guys. I'm going to teach everybody how to make PieMans fried chicken because lots of customers ask me on how we do it. It is so simple. Even though the instructions are all on there, I'm just going to give you a quick little rundown so you can get it bang on. It's going to be a quick little video. Right, first up, oven on, 200 degrees. Take yourself a baking tray like I have done, and I have put a smidge of oil just to coat the bottom. That goes in the oven for 10 minutes. Next, take your chicken. You want to dip it in a little bit of water just to moisten it up, and then pop it on your plate and cover it in my spicy mix. You're better off with bone in and skin on. Gives it a much better flavour. So what we do there, coated that, give it 5 minutes and then pop another little coat on. Be back with you in a second. Right, so we're up to the next stage now, which is another little douse of my magical spices. So I'm going to pop them over there like so. Give them a little turn like that, and I'm going to do the other side. Can we see this? I'm not sure if you can see this. Like so. Right, you should all have had your tray of oil in the oven, which should be nice and hot now. As you can see, let's get that on. We do about 12 bits of chicken out of this, or 2 or 3 whole chickens. So I've got plenty of mix left there. As you can see, I've liberally coated them. Right, now we need to go and get the tray out of the oven. Right, we're going. Yep. Right, now I've got my tray out of the oven. I can feel that heat sizzling off of there. So that's nice and hot. That's been in there for about 10 minutes. Take your chicken, go careful. It's important not to turn these, just plonk them straight in. Can you hear the sizzle? I'll get a close up in a second. Right, there we go. So I've popped my 4 bits of chicken in there, and I've got a bit of that left, so I'm going to just empty that on top. Waste not, want not. So just put that down on any little bits that look a little bit there. Just tap it on down. Right, very important not to turn this chicken. That goes into your oven, 200 degrees, straight in there for 20 minutes. Do not touch it for 20 minutes. Right, now these bad boys have had 20 minutes without being turned, so now's the time to turn them. And you should start seeing that Kentucky Fried Chicken look. There you go. I'm going to give all them a turn. And another little tip that I do here is, if you got some chips and you fancy chips and you got oven ones, chuck them in the other side of there. Then you'll end up with some Kentucky Fried or some PieMans fried chips. They pick up all the juices from that. Now you want to chuck that back in the oven. You don't have to put chips in, totally up to you. Chuck that back in the oven, 20 minutes. Right, we're a couple of minutes away from taking the chicken out. I'm going to use this time wisely, and I'm going to tell you some other things you can do with this. Right, take a blob of butter, about half a packet, say for instance, put a couple of tablespoons of that into it, melt the butter slightly, mix it up, take some corn on the cobs, wrap them in some tin foil, smother them in the KFC butter, pop it in the oven for like sort of 15 minutes. You have amazing spicy sweet corn. You can pop in halloumi, slices of halloumi, like make them into chips, roll them in that, put them in the oven, hot oil again for sort of 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how hot your oven is. Same with the chicken. The chicken we got in here, some people's ovens are different, so you might need to have a little bit longer cooking or a bit lower. You might need to juggle the temperatures, but you'll get there eventually. Another good one that I do. Does anybody have a slow cooker? I have a slow cooker. They are genius things. So what I do with that is I take some chicken breasts, dip them in that, put about 3 chicken breasts in the bottom of there, flip it on, don't put nothing else in there, or no, I might put a tad of oil, a little tiny bit of oil. Put that on, stick it on there for like sort of 3 hours. When that's all cooked up, you can shred that up, you'll have all the juices, you'll have all the spices, and then what I do then is take the chicken out, leave the juices in there, and then chuck some rice in. And put a couple of packets of like the pre-cooked rice, brilliant stuff, saves boiling and steaming up your kitchen. A couple of packets of boiled rice in there, Mix it all up, leave it in there for about another 10 minutes to soak all them juices up, and then put your pulled chicken back in there. I tell you, that's amazing. It's like a PieMans pulled chicken, PFC fried rice. That is really good. Right, here we go. I'm going to go and grab the chicken out of the oven. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Right, so here we go. We got chicken that's been in there 20 minutes one way, 20 minutes the other way. And that is it. There is your finished article. PieMans fried chicken, better than KFC. Chips ain't quite done yet, so I'm just going to spread them out, pop them back in the oven for 5 minutes. As you can see, we've got all that juices in there. They'll all go in there on them chips. So there you have it. If you're cooking chicken breasts, 10 minutes instead of 20. And there we go. And you got fantastic PieMans fried chicken. Remember though, you can buy it in my shop, £3 a pop. It'll do about a dozen pieces, cut the chickens. There's various ways of doing it. If you get stuck, just give me a holler. But I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel so you can easily go and see how you got to do it. And it should be quite a quick video, I hope, I think. Let's have a look. How long did it take? God, 6 minutes. 6 minutes just gabbling away. Right, got to go, guys, because I've got PieMans fried chicken to eat. Ta-ra.